what's the call, I guess?
Um,
Well, we're in the restricted district, right?
That is correct.
What what
On
say, what say you, Ernie? I mean, I'm down, but if you want to wait for Jack,
um,
that's up to you. But
I, yeah, we can continue. I,
Okie doke. So just to set up the atmosphere once more, you're in the restricted districts. The restricted districts are inside of the outer districts. The outer districts is the outermost residential area of Dark Magi. And the restricted areas are home to the anomaly, which has spread some many, many kilometers, probably 100 square kilometers, some shit like that by now. And it's this huge problem on the face of Dark Magi. And there's a whole bunch of political uh, barriers preventing the intervention of the Royal Guard, or the Old Guard in this case, particularly the Elder Guard, as it is still seen publicly by Deep Core as being somewhat salvageable. However, here on site, it's quite a surreal experience. Um, there's a fluctuation in space and gravity. There's all sorts of strange seismic activities as well as uh, lights and basically radioactive anomalies and strange light sources. And there's mirages of all of the buildings that used to exist here. They are seen as some sort of, at times, sort of intermittent, latent hologram of what they used to be, their location, all of which has now become sort of distorted, as if looking through the area through some sort of convoluted lens. Landmass is slanted, buildings are collapsed and are merged. There's basically melded metals and materials that have since we call it just been remained left as like a remnant cesspool of junk. There's also the miasma still present. This has still ever present. It's thick. It's hard to see after a great while. So in the northeast area that you guys are in, you did see a gigantic orbital structure with some rotating antennae, we'll call them, along a orbital cannon that is oriented currently to the south and is currently rotating as if being primed. Now, you've also seen several of the quadrupedal Magitech hybrid machines. These are the artificially created monoconstructs employed by the Magian ancestor. Ancestor, again, is the name of the planetary consciousness throughout the planet, with its epicenter here on Dark Magi called Deep Core. They're the ones who created it and maintain it. Anyway, so Deep Ancestors connected somewhat loosely to all of these Magitech counterinsurgency constructs that are basically roaming about. You are currently in the air. You have not been spotted as far as you can tell. The orbital cannon is affixed with hundreds of these little creatures, quadrupedal creatures, crawling all about it. The cannon itself is basically a superstructure. It is a more than skyscraper sized piece of infrastructure meant to originally designed to uh, basically offer countermeasures against orbital bombardment from the exosphere or beyond Magi's space. Um, anyway, it's all behaving erratically. It's quite dangerous and it's quite state of the art. So very, very, very volatile situation. Anyway, there's all these red dots. Those are the hybrid groups in groups of 6 each. No one has identified you, as far as you can tell.
So these are the quadruped Magitech droid things.
This is correct. They are in groups of 6 with each red dot, and they are currently what you can surmise as basically just looks like they're moving on some sort of patrol cycle.
Oh yeah, and we're in shadow of personality.
That's correct.
I remember that just now. All right, so this is still not the lab. And I believe last time we did a check or something, we were like, and we came to the conclusion that it's unlikely we'd be able to control the cannon from the cannon.
Unless you're able to, make some sort of prolonged, sustained, uh, what do you call it, the recalibration of it.
Yeah.
Then it's not likely. It's not going to be susceptible to any remote commands. Again, it is integrated directly with Ancestor.
Right.
It's a very high priority piece of equipment, given its capacities.
Man, I'd sure like to bring that director over here and kind of lift him up by his collar, the back of his collar, and hold him out front and be like, "You think this is going to work itself out?
Yeah,
All of
well,
this.
all
this.
yeah,
Have you looked over here? Or what about that over there? You think that's just going to work
No, well, you just
out,
gotta,
guy?
give it, feel it out a little bit.
Do with our Magitech lore, Magitech lore, do you think we know if these things are just? I think I asked this already. If they're hostile or if they're just doing a basic reconnaissance.
Well,
There's-
they're state of the art Magitech military grade
yeah, but
droid.
if they were doing like some type of formation thing, or if they were just randomly scattered about.
No, it looks like the groups of 6 units you see moving about here are moving in some sort of orthodox patrol cycle around the perimeter of this superstructure. Um, Whether or not they are hostile is a matter of targeting data that they've been given. What are their standing orders? These are counterinsurgency droids, so they're deployed under the circumstance of basically hostile uh, invading units. So they expect to meet people in close quarters combat if necessary. Um, so it depends whether or not you are going to constitute part of their white list or not, as far as what they're going to target as hostile.
Yeah, because they could look at us and go, "Oh, those are just birds." If they land, though, they're not birds. Like that kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's a good way to look at it.
Yeah,
Also,
so-
another thing is, just basically with your lore, if a Magitech has no targeting data at all, and it's set to a defensive posture, it will not distinguish targets from foe.
Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, even if it identified you or even if you were on its white list, it would still attack you because it can't identify you.
Yeah, that's another thing to worry about.
Yeah, I think we should just keep a healthy distance from them. You know, I think we should fly casual, but we don't want to look like we're flying casual.
As I mentioned, the huge orbital cannon's barrels are fixed southward directly, and they are currently rotating. And there's huge amounts of monocerting from them.
Do we happen to know what's in the south area that it's pointing at? Just
Its target appears to be kilometers away. You can't see very far through the miasma. Whatever it's targeting, it is beyond your sight. You have no visual. You do see a rouge, though.
You know what would be excellent right now is ghosting, illusion, because if we could make targets appear in the barrel of the cannon, those things might go fight them in the cannon. That'd be pretty awesome. But we don't have that, so never mind.
What if you have a Roge?
We have a Roche robot.
Why is all this combo riding so big?
It's
Total
Rogue
damage
Bot.
1,357. Pretty good.
Oh yeah. So as far as I can tell, the combo thing is working as intended. It appears to be whatever the error was. It has more to do with the session longevity, as the combos were working when I used them with the presets. Also, it appears the log thing also is working as intended.
It is? Okay. I'm going to write something in it right now.
Okay.
Roche bot. Yeah, my based comment's still there.
You're a based god?
My based comment.
That's pretty based, bro.
Yo. Based in delusions.
We walk, we.
Like that.
Okay. I wrote something in there.
Oh no.
Should there be another one of these in there? No, that's Roppin.
It was me.
I wrote Goat Rope and Menace, so we'll see if that stays. Alright, so yeah, this cannon still it's pointed south, and it's pointed south now, or it's rotating to the south.
It is oriented southward with its barrels and antennae rotating, increasing in its power.
Oh, right, that rotation. The entire the direction of aim is not rotating.
That is correct.
I see. Well, like, I don't know what to do about that. I mean, I guess we could fire a really big blast at it from a distance, but it probably can protect itself from that. Like,
And
we're not
it'll
gonna-
also probably trigger the little robots to figure
I'm
out
gonna
where that came from.
think we can do anything about that. Can we?
You can use harsh language.
I was thinking, since it's all messed up here, I could probably use dimensional.
We can use anything we want in here. I'm pretty sure we can use max power, dimensional, because it's all fucked up in here. Nobody knows what's going on in here. That's why people have to come in here to see what's going on, but they stopped doing that. So like, yeah, nobody knows what's going on in here.
I can crush it, but I don't know.
It might have defenses. There's no reason not to try. What's the distance that spell can function?
As long as you have targeting data, you can target any distance.
So we could be like, half a mile away.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
They have
we could be like 0.7 kilometers away.
Yeah, realistically, you should be able to target alchemy across solar systems. Like, that's one of the most threatening things about it, because you don't use regular accuracy with alchemy. You input coordinates for your targeting data.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not even a matter of are you aiming it correctly? It's like these exact coordinates are getting bombed by Caecilius, whether the target's there or not. Unless you're banned.
Pretty good. Okay, so you've got that dimensional smash. How much damage does that do, though?
So this is going to be a massive target. So I don't know. It's probably going to scale quite a bit.
it was designed to be a one shot for an orchestra, and it was to crush anything in a confined space.
Well, that's fine. We can just target one of the rotating things on the end, because it's not like we need to destroy the whole thing. We just need to make it not functional. And those look like pretty major components there on the end. So if you could destroy a thing the size of, an egg carton in there, I'm probably sure that would fuck some shit up. Although it could probably repair itself. Shit. Take time.
See, I
Okay.
also have seals that would do this.
And then see, we're at level 4. I forgot what exactly. Where does it say? Because I can't find it here.
I don't know.
I don't have the crush.
Where it describes how you actually can you create an elemental, or is it just control an elemental? So if you find one, you can control it.
Yeah, elementals have whatever your elemental power is, -1, I think.
So all your stats -1. Your combat stats.
No, your elemental stats.
I wonder if my elemental can make it
Oh,
here and just burn everything on the way.
Okay, so like my wind elementalism at level 4 is 4206. So -1 on all those for the elemental.
Negative, -1 elementalist level, so whatever the level below yours is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that does actually do the same thing. However, if you were level 5, it wouldn't do shit.
Genie?
Actually, if you were level 5 or 6, it wouldn't do anything. It stays the same.
That's probably because it's in Al Qaeda.
That would be very.
I can only do up to vortex in the wind.
It'd be interesting if I can get him to get here, but I don't think that's possible because he has to go through. He's on the outside. It'll take too long.
$100 soul. And charging. I don't know how you charge.
An explosion magic.
Where did you?
I wonder if you could use wind to make it shoot up in the air before it fires wherever it's at. Wherever it's aiming to.
Yeah, if you're a communist, dude.
Level divided by 2 charges per turn. Okay, so we're level 80? Is that what we are?
It's probably elementalist level.
Right.
Oh. I mean, you would never get to use this.
Hmm?
You can charge out of combat?
Elementals?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, well then I guess what's done. Like,
Da.
because can you carry an ultimate attack, elemental attack?
It really depends. So elementalism is bound to the environment. So as long as you don't move, then yes.
Because basically what this says is the ultimate attack charges at level divided by 2 charges per action.
Yeah.
So if I'm level 4, that means I get 2 charges per action.
Yeah.
If the ultimate attack needs 50 charges, I'm going to need to do 25 actions.
Yeah, that's true. So I I
And
think
is that like
that was
any?
designed with the original the spell point thing in mind, where you could use focus spell and quick spell to basically add additional charges.
Yeah. Well, and then the action, like what action? Like, does an interact action count? Does an attack action count? Does a defensive action
I
count?
mean, it wouldn't make any sense for it to be a defensive or an attack action, so it's probably an interact action. But
Um,
it's probably meant to be a spell action, so like a regular action, in other words. But again, since we're not really playing with the spell point system quite yet, it's kind of just whatever.
I wonder if I give him soul? I transfer him soul.
we'll have to figure out something when somebody decides to use an ultimate attack. I don't think anybody can actually use an ultimate attack yet, anyway, because you're not high enough level.
It was me.
At least I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's. Yeah, nobody can access that. 50 charges
So what
and 100.
do you think we'd have enough wind to push it its point of aim right before the blast?
No.
No.
Like if you look at the tap effects, we don't have spell charges. At least I don't think so. Those might be the same as the spell point things. I've already forgotten. In other words, you can tap it to burn through extra charges. So you can do that up to level over 2 times a turn. So you can accrue extra charges by basically paying more soul is what it's up to. Otherwise, yeah, it will take forever.
So
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, you can just pay more soul for charges. Okay. So you can do that 2 more times. That's 2, 4. So you can get 4 per turn if you do interact actions. And if you tap it twice per turn, that's 4 times 3 is 12. So I guess that's not so bad if you're getting 12 charges per turn. Then it'll only take you 5 turns. You're cutting hair short.
metal.
Just pay more soul.
Do it, bruh.
Well, if you have extra interact actions, that'd be a good way to build this.
Yeah. I don't know that tap needs to take interact actions.
Well, no, for the ultimate attack, for the charges, because those
Yeah.
charges require blah blah. Then you could just have throwaway. If you had like 4 interact actions, you'd be like, well, I'm just gonna thoughtfully look at the ground, and then I'm gonna pick up that rock and then drop it, and then I think I'll whistle, and then snap my fingers a bit. Okay, now that my shit's all tapped up, die.
It was me.
Anyway, yeah, because I mean, my elemental stuff's only a power 4. It's actually a power 3. Well, the elemental's a power 3. My elementalism is a power 4. That's not going to be, I don't think, enough to sway a cannon.
Did you get an elemental?
I imagine you just pop one into existence.
Yeah. Usually it's done out of combat.
Okay.
We're not in combat, so I'll go. Actually, mine goes.
Plop.
It goes rap.
Because it comes out of my booty hole like a fart.
Pop.
Okie dokie.
Is it always out, or can you put it away, or how's that work?
No, you can't put it away. You can dismiss it though.
And then it'll just be free in the world doing its own thing?
Yeah.
Or it'll dissipate?
No, it'll just go around, do stuff, or wait around.
Okay, so it's a real thing that's persistent.
That's correct.
How many can you? Oh, you possess intelligence divided by 2.
Yes.
Okay, and that includes all the summons and whatever you have.
Yeah, plus your extra personalities. Yeah.
Oh, because the extra personality gives you another. Is it just 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gives you a +1.
Um. You know what we could try is we can try your dimensional on the cannon, and if it looks like the Magitech is trying to send those droids to either repair or try to defend that section or something, I might be able to use the wind then to like blow them off. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
To give you time to charge up to destroy more of it, I guess. And we can try to damage it enough to where it's so severe it'll give us time to go looking around for the lab.
Um, yeah, we can give it a try. Power 8, it costs 240.
You say power 8?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it. I mean, we're out of combat, so yeah, here's 120 mana, bruh.
Womp, 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 womp.
I'm just gonna gather it right back.
Did you bring out the wind elemental?
Yeah.
Okay, there's a mass of wind that is coalesced before the Ulta, and it has a bunch of swirling miasma around it.
Yeah, it's got a power 3, an endurance 1, and a speed of 0, and a flight of 5. Actually,
Oh, it's swirling the miasma. Cool.
it's actually got a flight of 6 because it gets my bonded ability from my familiar. So everybody's just faster when they're with me.
Everybody wants to be a rogue. That's why. Okay. So what's the dealio?
So yeah, I did that, and then
Wait,
yeah,
so-
we're charging up Ernie's dimensional spell.
Okay, dimensional alchemy is prepared out. There are no intervening ancestor counter spells in place.
I was just thinking before we release that, maybe
double pulse
yes. However, before that, maybe we should put at least 1, maybe 2 of those in a seal, in seals, and release like 6 of them at once. To do like serious, real damage right off the bat, and then okay, well, good luck with that. I'd rather not.
Dimensional alchemy in a seal would be a difficult endeavor.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're not doing that. But double pulse.
Right.
Can you double pulse that or just double pulse?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Yeah.
That's what I'm at.
I think let me double check the spell thing. Counter spell, double pulse, rivet cast, spell shift, and spell surge.
Did I hear double cast?
I don't know.
Double pulse. No double cast. No.
Okay.
Alright.
You can go pop pop.
Alright, pop pop.
And gather. Mega gather. I got you covered.
Is this a gravity-based spell?
Yes, it's a
Oh, okay.
gravity.
Yeah, that's very important to point out next time you're using that, because assuming it's just straight up dimensional attack is way different than it being gravity directed in nature.
Oh, I thought it was dimensional.
Yeah, it's way, way easier to be resistant to gravity flux than it is to straight up resist dimensional attacks. Anyway,
I thought your big spell was dimensional.
It was dimensional. I thought we were talking about crush.
What?
When
Why would we be talking about crush? No, we're talking about dimensional alchemy. Was the whole point of this endeavor because it's dimensional, super powerful. What's this crush spell? What's that from?
that's transmute metaphysical. That's not dimensional.
Oh,
It's in the dimensional,
Right.
or it's in alchemy, but it's not dimensional.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's the metaphysical branch. It's not the dimensional branch.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You have
Oh,
a
it's-
dimensional spell.
yeah.
What's that one called?
That's one is called
Everything dies.
transmute dimensional Caecilios.
What does it do?
That's the one that we've done before.
That
It
is
Come on,
alters,
don't-
it alters dimension to collapse a specific targets
Okie dokie.
and
That's
location.
what you
And
want.
that one is the base cost is 410 for that one.
Fine. Yeah, fine, no problem. Here's 205. There's half of that. Sure.
Maintenance.
I'm gonna gather that right back.
Okie dokie. As this transpires, you're both hit with. Give me a D6 for disruption.
And can you double cast double pulse that one?
Yes.
And we're hit with
Double
1d6 disruption.
It's gonna be D6 times 20.
Oh, no. What do we do?
No, that's just the inherent hazard of channeling mana while you're inside the anomaly.
Ah. Okay, so how did you do this gather thing? Because I'm see two.
Weep womp.
And you said times 20?
Yeah, D6 times 20.
What the fuck? Apparently it doesn't like math.
No.
Oh, could I have done it with just without the X? That's why.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, that's 60
Yep.
for me. Because I'm just gonna go with the 3.
Okie dokie.
My disruption thing. Let me check my armor right quick. I'm pretty sure I was smart enough to
Brutal.
get a disruption purge.
Bruto.
I
Of
think
course I have disruption purge.
I
'Cause
think
I'm smart.
I think I died.
Yep, 6 times 20 is, just 120 disruption.
Yeah, dude. Just chill.
Don't you have disruption purge on your armor?
I do.
Cooldown on it.
120. I'm going back and forth like crazy here. Hold on.
Why the heck?
So wait,
That wasn't-
how much mana were you down to before you gathered?
like 30.
30. Let's see.
But we were hit instantly with that?
No, it's just a matter of being in the anomaly while you're
Oh,
channeling.
okay.
You're
Oh,
gonna you're gonna have to roll that D6 every turn you're in combat, basically.
We'll have to stay out of combat then.
Okie dokie.
I don't disruption spell.
The two-dimensional pockets clamp down on the orbital structure barrels and cause the space to shift violently. There's immense explosions that light up the sky as pieces of the antenna and barrel collapse, unleashing the energy stored within. This causes a chain reaction and an immense explosion that covers the visible sky as miasma shoots upward, and you lose all visibility of the orbital structure. The mana is still spiking.
Oh, maybe we should suck that in. Let's pretend we didn't do that, Captain.
Shortly thereafter, you're hit by the enormous sound wave of the explosion thereafter, and there's a huge boom, kaboom, and you see the miasma being blown backward.
I use my elementalism to buffer that. What's the power of that?
You sense that the power of the shockwave is misleading and is increasing violently. It is currently at a power 5, moving towards you.
Whoa.
Oh, it's gonna blow us away. What's its speed?
How do I get?
The shockwave?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sound?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is in kilometers.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, and we don't really deal with the speed of the oncoming thing. Are you moving at all?
Disruption.
Well, we were just floating in the air while we were doing this, so we could start running or moving away from it, which I guess seems pertinent than just taking a 5-power shockwave.
Yeah, I feel the problem is though if you're moving towards it or stationary, there's not going to be any time for you to gain enough acceleration for it to matter.
Okay, well, then at the time we did whatever, we were stationary, so yeah.
Okay.
Who's got a shield? Who's got a field? I don't have any fields.
118. I have the band shield, but it's
banned.
It's banned. It's endurance 3, vitality 30 plus 100. Turn to turn 13, moderate AoE. It's the one that you made. Let me see what I have in my. I wonder if my Kraken can just stand in front of us and take the brunt of it.
Well, it's a power 5.
Oh wait, I can't take it out in time. That's right, it takes time.
I just want. Do I have a free turn of spell charge with this character? If I do, then maybe.
Let's see, spells.
One turn of free spell charge when cast, not to exceed the max charge limit. Okay. Well, I haven't exceeded the max charge limit, which means I'm pretty sure I can counter spell this. I might be wrong.
Oh, counters. I don't think I can.
I can counter spell it.
I can counter spell a heal. That's about it.
This is a moderate AoE, and it's selective. Okay. So, my Nature's Breath with Hyperspell and my free turn of spell charge makes it a power 5 spell. So, if I blew back in a moderate AoE in front of us, I'm going to attempt as a defensive action to try to, I guess, buffer or mitigate the impact with a 5/5 power.
Let me see if I can counterspell this alchemy real quick. So I'm gonna
cast it.
You're gonna counterspell your own spell?
No,
What?
no.
I'm buffering the. I'm blowing the wind. I'm blowing the shockwave back with my wind at a power 5. What are you trying to do?
Oh.
The miasma is slowly beginning to encroach
Can you hear
back
me
into the vacuum
now?
created from the explosion.
Is
And,
it Go ahead.
and the critters are all about. Some of them are falling down from the sky.
That's right, because some of them were on the cannon.
That's
Now,
correct.
so the cannon is mostly still intact, but there's a crater around it. Does that mean the surface it was sitting on is still structurally sound, or is it like leaned over and stuff?
It is dilapidated.
It's pretty wrecked.
That's correct. It is currently engaging in what is clearly some automated self-repair process. It is still slowly rotating, and its energy charge is building up.
If you were an automobile claims adjuster, would you say the cannon is totaled at this point?
Uh, yes.
But in 10 minutes, it'll probably be repairable.
That's pretty optimistic.
Okay, so the cannon is still on a sturdy foundation, but the barrel is wrecked.
That is correct.
The base of the cannon is still fairly or completely intact.
Yeah.
All right, but the barrel's all jacked up.
Yep, the antennae are shattered. It is slowly rotated, albeit haphazardly. And it is not fit for wear.
So I think if it even tries to blow off a second shot, it'll just. It won't be. I don't know. It won't work. It might explode. It might.
And we gotta wait at least 2 more turns, or I guess 3 more turns, because it's still the same turn, I guess, until your disruption purge cools down.
Mhm.
So that you can cast this spell again.
Okay, next turn. Everybody roll a d6 times 20.
Oh, what if we left the area?
There is no leaving the area.
Can't leave?
No, it's the whole anomaly that's like this.
Oh.
So end turn. D6.
Yeah, go.
I'm totally disrupted.
Oh, nice. Aha! What do you mean you're not totally disrupted because you just used your armor module?
Oh yeah. Health 80.
So 4 times, what was it?
It's a 20 times the result.
So yeah, you took 80 this time, so you're at, what, like, I don't know what your disruption is. Yeah, you're probably at, what, 30% of your disruption? I just took another 60.
Let's see.
I'm down 120 total disruption.
Wait. 270. Oh goodness, I'm all over the place. I messed up that.
Should we at 323?
78 plus 58.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at 158. Disruption.
And then my manner. I guess I just need to end turn once. There we go.
And
and
then
scrap 20 manner.
and then gather again. Because I'm at 74.
All right. This is the start of the new turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gathering once does it for me. What's my max mana?
Mine's 233.
Yeah, so is mine, but somehow it exceeded my max mana after gathering.
And how am I at 134?
Yeah. Sense.
Oh well.
I haven't taken any damage yet, so. Okay. That looks correct.
Yeah, my mana.
Didn't I just click end turn? Why do I only have one interact action?
I don't know.
Oh, because I gathered. That's why. That's what, idiot? Because you're an idiot.
No.
Idiot. Freaking idiot. Oh yeah, now let's go back and look at this disruption. Are there any effects that occur at percentages of disruption that we need to tell you about?
Below 50%, it doesn't do anything. Over 50%, there's a penalty.
Oh great.
Okay, so I'm not at 50% yet.
Okie dokie.
I'm over 50%.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm at 158.
You've only taken 60.
Oh, that was
What's your total?
80,
What's your
wasn't
total?
Yeah, you took
What's your total disruption?
it? 278.
Yeah, but you took 180 plus 80, right? That's 160.
I think I was disrupted from before. I don't know if I cleared it.
Sorry,
Or...
260. That's 260. And then your disruption module should recover 200, unless you have a smaller one, a lesser level one. What's your disruption module recover?
It was 200.
200.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 180 plus 80 is 260.
No.
260 minus 200 is 60. So you should have only taken 60 off your max.
No.
If you had disruption from something else, that was long over because that was like the arena or something. So
No.
it shouldn't have been disrupted.
No.
Other than what we just rolled.
So I should be like. Wait, so 4. Oh shit. Okay.
I haven't actually used any soul in a long time, and I'm sure I would have recovered my soul.
So. I should be like at 60?
Guys.
You should be at 270 minus 60, right? Because 270 is your max?
Yeah, 278.
278. Okay, so 278 minus 60 is 218. So you're not 50%. But you need to activate your module. Activate it this turn so that it starts cool. This is 1, 2, 3 turns from now. You can use it again.
I activated it whenever we did that thing. So.
Or don't. Or yeah, you used it. Yeah, right here. Yeah, so yeah. So if you already activated it, cool.
Okay. Now I get how the disruption thing works. I was confused about that for a second.
Okay, so 221. So if I lose another 100, then I need to use a module. Okay. Okay, so that was turn 2. What were we hanging out here for?
I don't know.
We're just playing defensively. The things are scattering around. Let's go find the lab.
Well, the cannon is still semi-repairing itself. I wonder, should we hit it again? But I mean,
I've been
I guess
waiting for you guys
if we
to
stay in
finish.
this area, we're still in combat. We can at least go to a different area and get out of combat.
I've been waiting for you guys to finish your stuff. Because yeah, these hybrid creatures are climbing towards your mana signatures now.
Yeah, we should get the hell out of here. Like, we broke it pretty good. That'll at least let's look for the lab now.
Let's buy us some time. Yeah, let's get out of
I
here.
mean, I guess that was our goal.
Yep.
So fuck you, little creatures. We're out of here. We ain't interested in your nuts.
I do have a, what's it called? A seal of transmute dimensional in case we need to throw it at it.
Where the
First.
fuck did you get that?
I got it at Magi.
Magi.
Yeah, Central
Okay.
Magi. He gave me 2.
Awesome possum. Why isn't this? That's annoying.
Well, let's see if they're legit. Let's see if they're legit. There's a real easy way to see if they're legit. You simply open up your character sheet and we look in your inventory and we go, do you have these seals you talk about?
Why isn't?
Yeah.
Why isn't there a good
There.
way to just drop these things?
×2 transmute dimensional.
Still looking. Is it in the log or is it in the actual loot inventory?
The loot.
Oh yeah, 2 times transmute dimensional. Yeah, they're in there. I mean, that has kind of been the rule. If it's in your inventory, I mean, obviously you can't just make shit up and put it in there.
Yeah.
So I could put the Black Lantern in here? Just kidding.
What the?
But if you were like, oh, I won that from Scholar's Mate as a prize.
It was me.
Wait, you won those from Scholar's
Yeah.
Mate? I didn't know the GM could play Scholar's Mate.
Yeah, well, you just don't get it.
Yeah, I mean that's a whole nother level of. I mean, you know everything about Cassilia.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be fucked up because I have all the answers to the questions at the same time. Maybe the co-GM should be able to play.
Huh.
That could be an interesting one where you're playing against the co-GM.
Good luck. All right. So yeah, they're all coming to get shiz.
Let's get
Where are you
the
retreating to?
flip out of here. Where are we retreating to? Do we remember anything targeting? Is there anything that stood out?
There's miasma everywhere, and there's mirages and a whole bunch of obstructions. What's revealed on the map is what you see.
Okay.
I gotta squeeze my thing. It's too big.
We should blow some wind and, let's see.
Why did this page move? How do you make the page move side to side? Because it was over here on the right corner for me, and now it's in the middle, and I'm like...
You could use that little hand icon, or I think there's those little moving bars.
What hand icon? What's
Right.
this man speak of?
The hand icon on the left hand side. There's a little palm. It says pan.
Oh, on the arrow.
Yeah, you click that and then you could move around the map with your mouse.
It's with the pooper scooper.
Okay, yes, that worked. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can fucking see my character sheet and the map. That's a lot of crap. We're the green?
Yeah.
Let's keep. Are these some mountains, perhaps, to the north, or not really? We can't see shit.
There aren't any real mountains in this environment.
How close are these things to us, really?
They're basically just below you, and they have not taken to the air.
but they're clearly
Looking
or at
for
least
us.
it's clear to us that we are their targets.
Yes, they're all moving directly towards you.
Okay, well I'm gonna use some wind elementalism then. Uh, I'm gonna use oh, that's not that great. I always forget what I'm limited to. Wind is this side. I'm limited to vortex and sound. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so when I accelerate, I'm limited to sound. Okay, that's 32 times level in a large AoE, and that's probably a large AoE below us. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to involve all these in the conflict, yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, let's do it. Get them out of the way.
Okie dokie. What is the
Wait,
power?
is this necessary?
I don't know. Do you think we? I don't think we could outfly them.
I mean, they're always going to be in our way, and it's kind of like let's just get them out of the way, maybe, because they're still going to be running amok and maybe even helping to fix or whatever. And perhaps once they're out of the way, we might even be able to get closer to the cannon to like maybe destroy repair things or something. I don't know.
Maybe I
I'm
could
gonna
just.
do it.
Oh, okay.
What do you think?
Um, I was
Because
thinking about dropping that seal on them.
but this is free. I mean, it costs me soul, but you lose that seal, you don't have it anymore. This will probably destroy them, or at least blow them the fuck yeti. No, it does damage. It'll probably destroy. It's 32 times level, so that's a lot. 128.
Try it. Yeah, try it.
Okay. Well, this is acceleration elementalism. So the power is going to be a 6. The
Okay.
base damage is 128, which is 32 times level.
Okie dokie.
And it is a large AoE. And because I don't want to cause a lot of destruction, I'm going to tap it to apply selective AoE to just the Magitech that is targeting us.
What's the name of the attack?
Tech. It is called Sound.
Okay, so these are sound waves. Gotcha.
Yes, I guess. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. That's going to cost
immense
five.
harmonic noise that bombards the surrounding area.
That cost me 20 soul.
Okie dokie. All right, there's a total of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. 9 times 6 is 54. There's 54 of these creatures. This is the large AoE you're targeting?
Yeah.
All right, so 54 of them are going to eat 128 damage.
Power 6.
Okay, is there any positive scaling?
No.
Okay.
I was like, power 6. Was there any? What the fuck are you telling me for?
Awesome, awesome.
At least it's guaranteed damage, usually at a power 6.
Maybe. Let me see. Fire. Lightning. Ion storm. Huh. Oh, must be charged. Damn it.
Do they take it?
Yeah, they all take it.
Okay, well, I guess we're...
In a fight with 60?
Well, it doesn't look like they can fly, so... I mean,
54 of them on the field.
I guess we could deal with them. Man, I can't imagine having more than, 300 hit points each. I mean, they are state of the art magic. I mean,
I can do an explosion magic. Tap
is
to
this
apply large AoE. It's base 30
but
times level.
does it have a selective AoE? Because otherwise, that's going to destroy like the ground and any buildings or structures that are down there too,
And each other.
and ourselves, because we would be in that large AoE. Yeah. Wait, would we be?
Well, I mean, he's the elementalist, so presumably he has immunity to fire damage. I don't know what level of elementalism he's at.
That's
4.
true.
Yeah, it's only moderate. Yeah, it's only moderate or a large. So.
Well, I mean, if I'm not in that area, or am I in that area? Oh, large AoE area.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, how much damage does it do?
Base 30 times level, so 30 times 4. I have wave, which is base 20 times level, and that's I can do a small AoE or a moderate.
What about AoE?
Huh?
Can you do a moderate AoE?
Oh yeah, I could do a moderate AoE without what's it called? Without tapping.
Is elementalism technically a spell or a melee action?
Why would it be a melee action?
Well, I guess if you're creating an elemental, but that's not something I'm doing. Okay, well, since it's spell-like, then that means I can do 2 of them in a turn.
So I'll throw an explosion, moderate AoE. I won't.
Okie dokie. That's gonna target down. I'll roll a d6 for that. That's gonna target down 36 of those.
That's pretty good.
Alright.
What's the damage?
It's
120. 30 times level, yeah.
Yeah, 30 times level.
So that's 120. Why are you telling me what's the damage? Is that 120 or no?
Yeah, 120.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Do
There's
those
an explosion that transpires, covering the facade of the waking area, and an immense firestorm erupts forth. Mr. Ulta is also damaged by the flame.
from the moderate?
Oh wait, no, it's a moderate AoE. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome possum.
Okay. I'm gonna use my second main action to deliver another elementalism acceleration sound for 128 damage, large selective AoE on all the previous targets.
Okie dokie. 36 of the creatures are destroyed as the harmonics destroy their chassis, and they fall to pieces and grind into dust from the intense sound waves. The others are still standing, bloody.
Okay. Well, they don't have
Terrible
they have
wearing.
120 hit points left. We know that. Do you have a second main? Oh, fuck. That was dumb. I should have let you take your second main action and then finished with my action. Damn it.
Don't.
Because then in that way everything wouldn't be on fire. Well, actually, if they're all gone, then we're out of combat, and I can do it.
Do you still have Gift of Haradin or spell?
Yeah. No, I'm okay. I haven't taken any damage. But yeah, hit him again with your second spell action.
All right.
Your second main action with the same elementalism thing. That's 120. That should take the remaining 36.
There's 18 remaining.
Oh, okay. 18 remaining. Hopefully, most or all of them are in your moderate AOE.
All right. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okie dokie. Unfortunately, you got a 2, so that's only going to target 12 of the 18.
Okay. That's still good. That's great.
Another 12 of the creatures are destroyed, erupting in an enormous explosion, and swaths of flame overwhelm them.
Explosion.
And now there's 6 left.
That's correct.
I feel like at this point we kind of have to finish them because if we don't, they might have like a recording of our mana signatures and stuff. And I don't. Yeah, the elite guard in me says, yeah, at this point, I think we kind of need to finish this off.
Yeah. It's.
But it's their turn.
We
Unless
want.
we want to go down and do melee. I guess we could do a melee action.
You could do a melee.
I don't have a long range melee action. I don't think. Yeah, I don't have a long range melee action.
I have a. Let me see.
Is there such a thing as a long range melee action? I guess shooting a pistol or something, right?
Exactly, yeah, secondary weapon.
We have one of those guns in the group loot, but I don't know if we could attach that in the middle of combat.
Takes an interact action to equip a different weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just having it in inventory, you can just pull it out and shoot it. So, I don't have a gun because I know I would never have picked one up, nor would I have accepted one. So, I don't have one in my inventory, so that's not something I can do.
It's in our group loot, but let's see.
Yeah, but I don't consider group loot to be a grab bag that we all have access
okay.
at will. That's kind of like, this is all the stuff we've collected.
Yeah.
Take it out and put it in your inventory.
Yeah, the group loot is the pool of stuff that nobody bothered to put in their inventory.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's basically a lesson to say, hey, this is all the stuff you could have had, but since nobody bothered to put it in their inventory and use it, it just got wasted.
well.
It's just sitting there.
So yeah, if it's not in my inventory, I don't consider myself having it, and I know I wouldn't have used a gun.
Bummer.
And I don't, and even using a long range spell is a spell, not a melee.
A spiel.
So I guess this is the one instance where I'm sitting here going, well, fuck, I wish I had a gun. The only time in 3 years where I've said, wow, I really wish I had a gun.
Shit.
I have a mage cannon seal.
Seals take interact actions.
Yes, they do. And
That's a pretty big use of something for 6 little dudes that we can just wait till the next turn. They might not even do it. They might just go, and next turn they're gone. They're absolutely gone, guaranteed next turn. And I don't think they could escape even if they wanted to on their turn.
So
Because our speed is just too high. Like my speed's a 6 or something, 7.
I guess.
So yeah, I don't think we need to waste. I would rather not waste that mage cannon seal on these 6 little dudes.
Alright. I can always put it in mental storage, but I don't know. Oh wait, no. Yeah. I have 8, but
Yeah, hold on to the seal. Keep the seal. We don't need it for this. We'll just. I'm gonna end my turn. I don't need. There's no melee I want to do. But I plan on finishing these things off.
Alright, I'll end my turn as well.
The collective 6 remaining intact hybrid weapons fire their central ether cannons about you men. This is base 60, power tree.
What about speediness?
Speed?
Yeah.
They are moving at a speed of tree.
Can I deflect?
Yeah, what is your power?
Oh, my power is a 2 right
Okay.
now. Wait, yeah.
Okay, on my flight a 4.
Since we don't end our turn until they end their turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so they just shot at us.
That's correct. First shot going to Cronos.
I have a 1 speed whatever thing, so I'm unreadable, and I can parry, redirect, and disarm. That's not very helpful. Okay. How much whatever? How much power is coming in at me?
This is power 3, base 60.
Okay, my endurance is a 4.
A foe?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were on turn 2. Are you going full power?
Well, I assume that once we entered the anomaly zone, we'd be at regular power since it didn't matter once we're inside what our powers are.
Oh, no, because I thought you guys were moving suppressed. Were you guys at full power scouting about?
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
think we
yeah.
were at full. Well, I
Gotcha.
don't think we were at suppressed.
We did say we were suppressed because we were in shadow mode and all that. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
That's right. That's right.
So how do I reset my shit back to power 2?
Just go to turn 2 and switch energies. Weep womp, weep womp, weep womp.
And you know what? And for this turn, I will go full power. Actually.
Awesome.
So actually, my stats are 4s.
Okie dokie. Base 60, power 3, so it's going to negatively scale by 15, so 45.
44 damage. Oh, I can do that right here. And this is a projectile?
This is a homing projectile.
Well then, I will use swell.
Okie dokie.
And I will send that right back to its origin.
Okie dokie. He's going to phase step it as it destroys the area to his side. The next guy fires on Cronos again. Another base 60 power tree, so it's going to negatively scale to 45.
You suck. So I can't use that. I can't use that particular defensive action in, right?
Yet, unless stated otherwise.
I'm pretty sure Swell doesn't say you can use it forever, as many times as you want. Where is it? I think it's actually in energy techniques. There it is. All projectiles with a moderate area sent back to their respective origin. Get rejected, scrub.
Ah! You can use it if you're a rouge.
Rank 2, return all objects towards their initial origin with power equal to or less than user, which okay, yeah, it doesn't say, so it cannot be used forever. So I'm looking at 45. I can't guard gauge that. What can I do here? I can defend it,
You can
and I could
deflect it.
and I could phase jump it. All right, let's look at my defensive actions. Oh yeah, let's deflect one projectile,
Okie dokie.
and if I can direct it, I would like to direct it towards one of his compatriot.
What is your discipline?
My discipline is a 10.
Okay. Who do you want to deflect it to?
If I can find a place where I might be able to get more than one.
Negative.
Okay, well, I don't care
Okay.
because they'll have the same damage. So if the furthest one from us,
He phase steps it as well.
good for him.
The third one is also an even number, so that's going to come to Cronos again.
Aw.
Bring it, Scroat.
A nurture 45.
Did I push it? Yes, I did. Yeah, that's 2 defensive actions. Is it a mana-based projectile?
Yes.
And when you absorb it, what does that mean?
You get whatever the mana spent to make it.
Okay, that's cool. I'm going to absorb 1 mana-based projectile.
All right, you can. Yeah, you get 90 mana back.
Oh,
Wow. Nice.
I didn't need it, but that's good to know. Now, instead of gathering, I'll just be like,
Okie dokie. Attacker number 4 is a 6, so that's going to go to Ernie.
Yay.
All right, base 60, power tree.
I need, let's see, let's check something real quick. I would like to absorb that.
Okie dokie. 890 mana back. Attacker number 5 is also targeting Ernie.
Why didn't that work?
And could I phase jump that?
Yeah. Okay, attacker number 6 is going for Cronos.
Okay.
Five.
I have 1 defensive action left. Even though my shit says I have 2, it's not listening to my absorb. Whatever.
What?
So, same thing?
Yeah, you've used the swell, the absorb, and the reflect, so this is a 4th defensive action.
Oh, yep.
Okay.
Why does that say reduce damage by 30 and not by... Because I thought I had... the enhanced defend or whatever?
Yeah.
Is there not a slot for that bonus?
It does not update the text.
Oh, okay.
I don't even think it does anything, actually.
Okay, well then, it's 45 damage They're gonna be dead next turn, so I'll just take the 45 on this one.
45.
Pull,
Hey.
pull, pull, pull.
All right.
And then I'll take the 45. So it should be
Next turn transpires. Make some d6s for disruption.
Yay.
What the? Okay, well, there's another 60. And with that, I will, well, let's subtract the 60 first. With that, I will use. It's the start of a new turn, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. And with that, I will use, I guess, the interact action to use my module of Disruption Purge and recover 200. Oh, wait, I'm at 268. If I do 200, I'll be at 468. I'll waste 20. I'll wait one more turn. I'll wait one more turn. I will not use the module.
Okay.
And I am not at 50% either.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
And let's see. We'll use. Oh yeah, it's our turn. I'll just finish this off with a nice elementalist accelerated sound, large AOE, selective. Wait, can I do a smaller one? I really don't want to fuck around because are they still in a large AOE? All of them?
Yeah.
Okay, well yeah, large AOE, selective, 128 base.
Alright, the immense sound waves pulsate and grind the last of the hybrid creatures to the dirt.
Woohoo!
They collapse.
Okay, that's another 20 soul.
Then I give a high five to Ulta.
High five.
Alright.
Alright.
That was some teamwork, tag team, and elementalism. It's like get fired, get sounded, get fired, get sounded. Losers. Okay, so those things are all broken up. There's probably more in other areas, so we should probably keep moving.
Do you need a heal?
No, I'll heal on the move. Unless you've got a multi-heal that like heals us at the same time.
Oh, I didn't take any damage.
Oh, your mana's full?
My mana is at 188.
Your main banned.
Full.
Everything's banned.
Oh,
My
yeah.
mana's
I didn't gather last turn. Let me gather.
healing myself will
Okay.
only.
Yep, I'm. Let's see. Yeah, I'm full. I'm tapped off.
And I'm only down 45. You don't heal innately, right? Except through Vitalize?
Yeah.
How much will it take?
Yeah, let's not be stupid. I'm going to go ahead and heal myself and then gather that mana right.
Okie dokie. Roll for disruption.
You roll for disruption.
I don't know how.
Is every turn in here, in the anomalous area, a turn of combat?
As far as the disruption is concerned, yeah.
Go!
What the?
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's 120.
all these red dots are gone. No, what the? My God.
203 minus 3. I guess now would be a good time to use that module, or wait a little bit more, I guess.
I just used it because I don't want to be. As soon as I dip below 50% is when I basically used, or when I can use the full 200 is when I used it.
Yeah.
So I need to activate it here. Armor. There's 200 disruption. That doesn't actually repair the disruption in the health sheet, right?
No.
Okay. Feels like I just recovered it myself. Is it gonna give it all back? Alright. 3 turns of cooldown. Cool.
I'm almost halfway. Okay. So exit
Alright.
combat.
Another turn.
So killed all the red dots. We broke the big gun. And we blew the miasma away for a little bit, but it all came back. Woohoo.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way we can keep like a orb of air around us. So the miasma.
An orb of miasma?
No, like an orb of air to protect us from the miasma.
Yeah. If you've got wind elementalism or telekinesis.
Wind elementalism will protect us from this?
You can filter it.
Well, you just gotta. Oh no, I don't, because it's wind elementalism. It's free. I don't even need to. I don't even need to tap it. Well, geez. Well, then that's what I'm gonna do now. Is I'm gonna clear a small AoE sphere around the two of us, so we can fly around unabated by this disruption. Man,
Oh, no. The disruption is not just from the miasma, it's from the anomaly.
Oh, alright.
so I can't block the disruption.
No, not while you're in here.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I thought the miasma was causing it itself. My bad.
Fail.
And yeah, once we're totally disrupted, bad things happen, right? Like you can't use magic anymore.
If you go over 50%, your mana costs go up by 50% and you get a -1 resistance. If you're 100% disrupted, your mana costs double. You get -2 resistance, and everything you use with mana, basically you have to roll a d6 with, and if you roll a 1, it fails.
Okay, that's bad.
That's really
But it's-
bad.
Way better than what it used to be, which was you can't use magic at all.
I thought I had a familiar before that took away disruption, but it's just one that adds disruption. So that doesn't help.
All right, well, we need to keep moving. We finally destroyed all these things, and we need to find labs. So now we're in a sphere of some kind of protection. What are we protecting ourselves from? Or what were you trying to protect us from?
I thought the miasma was the thing causing disruption. So
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Well, I just want to use the wind to try to push as we move. and fly around. And I guess now that we're, well, I guess that we ended up at turn 3 or something. Do we want to stay at power 3s?
I think it's probably be the best course of action since.
Probably. Because there's other shit in here that are power 3s.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hold at our turn 3 stats.
You sense a mana signature in a sporadic direction.
Can we tell if it's orchestrated or not?
No.
Sporadic, meaning we don't know if it's directly west or north, but we could head northwest. Something like that.
Basically, it's being, we call it, it's under some sort of interference, being jammed or affected by the anomaly.
Northwest.
So we're getting like intermittent signal or some shit.
That's correct. It is growing in its power, though.
Let's try to triangulate, track it, move in that kind of direction.
That will fail. You'll need to use a spell of some kind.
Yeah, I think we need like, what is it? Transcendentalism thing. It might even be a high magic thing, like
Yeah, it'll probably be one of the resonance spells.
yeah, in the resonance family. Well, I don't have any of those, so that's not a thing. However, I do have some wind.
Do I?
And the wind, it could probably reach out and tell me. See, it's wind, so I'm looking for. I know what the lab looks like, right? We know what the structure of the lab is.
Yes, but it has not been spotted in the anomaly in any of the footage.
So, the wind, I'm gonna give it, I guess 3 parameters. One is an orchestra type figures. The quadrupedal magitech type figures, and the structure of the lab.
Okay.
Those are the things that I'm like, see if you can feel for that around
Direction.
where these mana signatures, like figure out where these mana signatures were intermittently trying to bink, 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 and we're like, I don't know. But obviously not in a direction where there aren't things going on.
What direction are you sensing with the wind?
Well, we know from where we're at that I guess the cannons to our east, so let's try north.
North? Okay. Let's look due north then. North? You say here?
So when you're saying it, the mana signature's coming in sporadically, it's like it'll show up once at the east, and then it'll pop up at the north, and then end up in the south, and then end up right underneath us, etc., etc.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, we don't have anything here, or at least at this range. So from this point, let's go east. Wait. We're sorry, we're at the green. So now with the wind, I would then like to probe directly to the west.
Okie dokie. The power in the signal is increasing dramatically. It's now packing about a power 5.
Oh, jeez.
The power of the what? The mana signature?
No, yeah,
But we still can't pinpoint it.
negative.
Can I bring out my Shadowmancer? Will that take a while?
It'll take another turn or two. I don't know. What's the type of familiar?
The greater.
Yeah, then why do you have to ask me? You're supposed to know.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll take 2 turns to bring it out.
If your whole
Everybody
plan.
roll for disruption, Ken.
Right.
Well, while we're rolling for disruption, I would like to start moving towards the northwest.
and I'd like to start the process of taking out the Shadowmancer.
Okie dokie. Northwest. Okie dokie.
And might as well send out the Wind Familiar to the southwest, and I guess I don't know how intelligent it is. It's in their 60.
$40.
Okie dokie. A group of 6 of the creatures has found and begun to engage you. You sense another energy signature on top of the separate one that you found initially. Both remain sporadic. The initial one is now packing a power 6, the other one is a power 3.
So these two things are mono signatures and not the quadruped Magitech. So one of these has a power of 3 and one has a power 6.
That's correct.
We don't know what they are. We don't know who they are.
I'm gonna use
They're-
my
So
oh wait, no, not yet. Shit.
mental communication. Who's there?
It was me.
Oh. Oh well, that's great because it's me.
Aha!
No response. I take it.
Yes. All right. What do you want to do about these quadruped? And they're coming at you.
Well, I am going to. Let me see here, because it's at. Is that that's not the same creature we just fought, is it?
We lost a Jocko.
Oh hey, we got a Shin Naw though.
We got a Shin Naw. We lost a Jocko. We got a Shin Naw.
So what now?
Ernie was asking you a question,
Hello.
and we got a Shin Naw.
Shin Naw.
Shin Naw.
What's that guy doing here?
I think he's campaigning for extra strength lubrication for boat motors.
Seems legit. What's your question?
I forgot what the question was.
What the fuck?
We were at if these quadrupeds are the same creatures that we just
Oh.
encountered.
Yeah, totally.
There's only 2 of them.
These are groups of 6.
Oh, 6 each.
Quadrupeds.
These are the quadruped Magitech anomaly thingies in the restricted districts.
What? Have you guys been nuked by one of the gas cannons yet?
Almost.
No.
No.
But they've got at least
I exploded it.
they've got over 248 hit points.
Huh.
I don't know exactly how many over 248.
Well,
No, because I hit them 3 times. It took 3 big hits, so they have 360, 76.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, they have 376 hit points.
They have a bunch of phonies.
Well, to start off, I'm gonna go ahead and give my disruption back to normal.
Okay.
Because I don't want to.
Oh yeah, and we're taking 1d6 times 20 disruption every pretty much every time we do anything in here.
Basically.
We do an action, like we move somewhere, we go somewhere, we have to roll 1d6 and we take disruption.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
So back all the way up. All the way up.
Did you get that roll?
I just went down to all the way in half, and I don't want to get that penalty starting off right away.
Yep. As long as you're not wasting your 200 on your module, unless you got a spell for that.
No, I just used. I wasted the module. It's fine. I'll be alright.
Your max disruption is what? 200 something?
278.
That's fucking terrible. Is that right?
Probably not. Are you sure your armor is correct? What is your armor for your disruption ultra?
It's the Magian Royal Armor.
300.
The Alto's is 300. What does yours say, Ernie?
150.
Okay.
There we go.
Problem.
Change it to 300. That doesn't change it in the sheet, though, right? He's got to change it in the health sheet, or does it?
No, he's got to equip it after he changes it.
Oh, okay. And then it will update in the other sheets.
It should help. It should update in the health area. Yeah.
Let me see.
So what are y'all gonna do?
Yep, it's.
I don't care. They're on the ground. So yeah, my elemental went southwest. We went northwest. We encountered these guys. Right here. Don't really fucking care. I guess we'll head more northwest.
Your Morning Star. Did you already send the Steam request?
Not yet. I've been busy with my finals week.
Okie dokie.
That's weird. It says 427 disruption now, and then 278 still max.
Well, that's food. You might have to vitalize, but don't worry about that for now.
Alright.
Not familiar. Elemental went southwest, and we're going northwest.
Okay, well, they do not detect the elemental, so they're just going to prioritize you. What speed are you moving at?
Trees.
Trees? Okay, they all are you all gonna move past them, or what's the deal?
Yeah, we're gonna continue moving northwest.
Okay, all 6 of the creatures are gonna fire their 6 homing shots as you proceed.
At me?
Let's see.
Shoot them all at me. I want all of them.
The first one goes to Cronos.
Can I know all of them first?
Yes.
They're firing all at the same time.
Ernie, Cronos, Ernie, Cronos. So it looks like 4 of them are heading towards Cronos, 2 of them are coming for Erno.
Okay, I will use swell on those 4 projectiles. Right back to their own little buttholes.
Okie dokie, they all face step aside.
Yeah.
I'll
So-
deflect
so-
one and
Okay.
phase jump the other.
Alright. You proceed. The power from the distance has increased to a 7 now, and the other is increased to a 4.
Wait, the power of these things is now 7 and shit?
Just the sporadic energy signature from
Oh god.
Yeah, okay. Well,
I'm scared.
what's up? They're just really annoying.
You've encountered more of the oh shit. You found more critters.
Son of
Yeah, I don't. This map is huge, I think. Because I think we're on the right edge of it. I at least have it laid out.
This copy. Take a disruption turn.
I don't
What's the
know.
familiar, or what's the elemental see?
Elemental sees more gibberish.
So
We don't get a little map opening.
There you go. I'll make an elemental thingy right now.
and is my Shadowmancer out yet?
Yes, Shadowmancer is out in play.
God, that hurt. Okay.
Mm.
100 disruption.
There's Shadowmancer. There is your elemental.
Ah. What the hell?
Okie dokie.
So, since my disruption's all weird, let's see.
Do you know what your mana and life force are?
My mana's at 233.
You don't have to tell me. You just need to know what they are.
Oh yeah.
So you can press Vitalize to see if that updates the health thing. Just make sure your mana and life force remain the same, or turn them back.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I am using my module again.
Okie dokie.
3. Battle module. Click it. Where is it? There it is. Activate it. Okay. That's really annoying. Let's see, it's our turn, so I will gather. Why does it do that? Why am I over gathering?
Are you still at full power?
No.
No.
Yeah, 233. Yeah, why am I just gathering over the maximum?
Are you sure you know what your maximum is?
Yeah, it says, I'm looking at the health, it says it's 233, and it should be 233, that sounds right. But I gather and it automatically just goes over.
Wozer bozer. We'll worry about it later.
Alright,
233.
so are we at turn 4? I forget. Or
We're like turn 8.
Ask me that. I'm not keeping track of that.
yeah, I was
I when he says end turn or it's a new turn, I click end turn and then I immediately put the turn counter right back to turn 3.
okay. So we're staying at 3 basically this way. Alright.
Yeah, but when he says end turn, you still got to end turn, so it takes all the mana and blah 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 and all that shit, and keeps track of your actions. And then you just click it right back to turn 3, so that your power and all that remains at 3s, unless we're going higher than that for reasons.
Get fucked up.
Although our flight is always at 4.
What are y'all doing?
Wait, Shin Naw back from Unnamed one
Hey,
training?
This light color familiar is supposed to be way down here. What's he doing right there?
White colored familiar? Are we talking about the light blue?
Yeah, the light blue. Or that, sorry, elemental.
Down there. He's going southwest.
Right, but we left from way over here, so he should be over here.
There's no visual when you say here.
Okay, so we were just west of the cannon when I said we are going to head northwest and the elemental is going to head southwest.
Oh, okay.
But the elemental is now northwest with us.
Awesome possum. No, that's the other familiar.
Ernie's familiar?
Yeah.
Oh. We don't have an elemental.
Yeah, he's right there. He's the other light blue circle.
Oh, I can't see because my
Move it.
sheet. Okay. This is a problem. This is really annoying. Every time I want to look at my sheet, I have to open my sheet. Okay. Anyway. Okay.
Huh. So
Elemental south, us north.
As far as the unnamed one training goes, canonically, it really wouldn't have subsided by now. We're just putting you in here in case you wanted to play a battle or something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just
I'm preparing an unnamed one file for you to duel against, so we'll probably have you do that at some point. But I gotta tell you, there's not a whole lot of content for powerful characters like unnamed ones. These characters probably just going to be finished.
Yeah.
Because we don't have any content for you to do.
Yeah, I knew that. I was just enjoy just listening on you guys.
Awesome, Paul. Awesome.
Ooh.
All right, so have y'all figured out what you're going to do yet?
Yeah, elemental south, us north.
Okie dokie.
We're still going north, running away.
Well, if we just stick around, we're gonna use up all our soul trying to kill stuff or whatever. So we might as well keep moving.
All right.
But we should since we're procking these things anyway, we might as well take our flight up to a point where these things aren't fucking with us. Like 5? Can you get your flight to a 4? Because I think if we're at 2 disparity on flight. Oh wait, we need to be a 3 disparity to be undetectable. Is that correct?
Yeah, you need to be at a 3 disparity to be imperceptible, but that's not going to do you any good for these enemies. Their perception of you is guaranteed by ancestor. They're not tracking you with conventional sense.
Okay, so then our only other means is to go suppressed again. So we might as well do that then. But I guess, is that the Pandora's box? Now that they know that we're here, we go suppressed, and it's like, oh, we just lowered our powers. Now they shoot their missiles at us and fuck us up.
I cannot answer that question. What is your Warcraft lore?
2.
Same.
If they lose track of your energy signature, then they'll have to reacquire it. However, you have no way of knowing if they've lost it entirely.
Yeah. Well, then, what AoE are these? How many are they? 12 beasties or 18 or?
Currently, there's only 12 that are in range. The other you've escaped.
What AoE are those 12 in?
They are clumped together in moderate AoE of 6 apiece, and of course, everything is always in large AoE radius.
Okay, let's do this. I'm going to use Nature's Breath at a power 5 to blow these little beasties just way the heck, just get out of here, you losers.
What?
A blowback, no damage. It'll be a moderate AoE. At that point, we'll go suppressed and continue north.
Okie dokie.
How's that sound? Captain?
Sounds good.
That we like,
are you sure more north, or should we go like more left or east, west, more west, or north.
Yeah, well, I have no idea how big this map is, so I don't want to go west. Just have to come all the way back.
You're about 70% as north as you can get.
Oh,
Let's shoot northwest so that way we cover a little bit of north and we go west. West.
if we're 70% covered, I was almost saying head northeast. That should open up pretty much the rest of north. The elemental is taking care of the south.
Okay.
Although we would have to come back east.
Is your speed staying the same? What's your speed now?
Yeah, it's 3s.
Okay.
Or wait, no, because we're going suppressed. Because we said we're gonna blow these guys back and then go suppressed. So our speed is suppressed. Everything's suppressed, right? You can't have like a 6 speed and everything else suppressed.
Negative.
Yeah. So yeah, we're suppressed.
Okie dokie.
Oh, that's right. We can't see that anymore. So yeah, we probably should just continue to head west,
Okay, so you're
And-
going west.
and both parties are headed west to figure. I guess we'll check out there, and we'll see if we can find the lab in this direction.
Okie dokie. The energy signatures from before have spiked. There's a huge light coming from the south. It lights up the entirety of the skyline and parts great waves of miasma as a strong projectile weapon comes firing from the south to the original vicinity of your engagement with the quadrupeds from before.
The one we just had, or the original one?
No, just the original fight.
Oh, the big one where we killed all of them.
That's right.
So a shot just shot over there. Okay.
That's correct. An enormous Power 7 orbital strike coming from far from the south impacts the target's sight, resulting in an enormous light burst and emerging mushroom cloud and shockwave that ensues.
So we almost just got.
Good thing we didn't stop to loot.
Right?
Let's loot these creatures. We would have been like, you just got blown up. Base 3000.
I kind of figured there was something something like that coming towards us.
Does the elemental see the origin of this? Because it also moved west.
It does not perceive with light, so it doesn't see anything.
Okay. All right. I told it to look for orchestrates, the lab structure, and the quadrupeds. So that's what it's looking for.
That's correct.
Oh man.
Shouldn't it have moved west a little bit though?
Negative.
Okay. All right. Well, now we know we need to move south probably.
The shockwave is catching up. This is a Power 5 shockwave.
Oh,
Well, my elemental is not gonna make it.
It covers many. It is growing in size, covering several kilometers. With this basically nuclear-sized explosion.
huh. How fast can I bring back the Shadowmancer?
Shadowmancer is going to be immune to physical damage.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I can use the Nature's Breath again, Power 5.
Okie dokie.
My elemental though, he's not. He's got a Power 3.
Elemental is also immune to physical, is it not?
Oh, that's right.
I'm not sure. Could be.
Yeah. Oh, the wind is. Earth one probably would not be.
Yeah, there is one.
But
Everything's
wind,
freaking stupid.
fire, and water would probably.
Why is everything so stupid?
So would that mean the metal golem would probably be
No, it would be susceptible to damage.
No,
susceptible?
if it's a familiar, it doesn't take physical damage.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, because it's spirit based.
That's correct. Okie dokie. Yep. So all visibility pretty much gets washed away with the ensuing mushroom cloud and huge dust wave.
So that was a cannon that's probably the cannon that was about to fire. Only that's another cannon that fired.
At us.
So if we would have let that fire, it would have shot that at something.
Maybe
No.
maybe that thing that we destroyed was helping us.
Well, all we know is we need to head south, and basically, from where my elemental is, like if I can communicate with it, I want it to converge on my position at this point,
Okie dokie.
and obviously report what it sees as far as what I told it or whatever. I'll have to update it next time. We're looking for this cannon.
Careful.
What? Where is it? We just missed it. Fuck.
Wow.
Your elemental is basically converging on your location. It's what do you call it? Accompanied by two of the squads of the highway creatures.
But why?
Because you're heading in the same direction.
But why are they following it?
Because it's heading the same direction as you. They're after you. It's heading towards you. It's a coincidence.
Oh, well.
What a coinkydink.
I don't know what the elemental can do. What kind of stuff can the elemental do?
It gets all the same spells you do, except it's one power less. Or one element plus level less.
Oh. Really? One element plus level less. Okay, so it can use. It can tap. Okay, that's good. And it can use up to stream and acceleration.
Okie dokie, Smokey.
I don't any of these just like. I'm kind of surprised that none of these just push. They just do straight damage.
You can use them to push, but it just uses the power of the elementalism.
I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
Right, you would just forego the damage, even though if you would have used damage, it does a lot of damage versus using one that does a little bit of damage.
It's basically just like using telekinesis. Like you're just overthinking it. You can push whenever you need to. Just use the power.
Right, but I'm saying like this particular action does base of 16 times level, where this one does 8 times level, and in that context, they're the exact same spell if I want to use them to push.
I guess so.
Because it's just based on power, so since the damage doesn't matter, then they're the exact same spell. Unless they have AoE effects that differ.
I do not know what spells you're talking about, so I'm going to say yes.
Well, I mean, let's just this does a base damage of 16 times level.
I need to know what the spell is called, man.
Well, I was just giving you an example of an instance where it wouldn't matter what the name was, but in this case, it's Razor. So Razor does base of 16 times level.
Razor specifically cuts things with wind.
It does.
to, you can use it to dismember things. You can use it to grind things, I guess.
Well, I guess I didn't. I might have an old document. I don't have that flavor. I just have flavor.
Yes.
I'm black.
Okay. Cut stuff.
Alright.
Okay. And then vortex. Yeah, that says it entraps targets. That's a power versus power. Okay, I guess stream does say imposes gale force winds. Okay, there. Impedes targets.
Oh, Shin Naw didn't say bye.
Womp, 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 womp.
Okay, so then the elemental can do that at a power of 3. Okay, so the elemental is going to try to use stream.
Okay.
On these ones that are traveling with it, we'll say.
Okay.
It's a base of 8 times level, so it's going to do a base of 32. And it's going to try to impede all targets. And impede all targets that power requires. Must be exposed to open air, moderate AoE. Might as well tap it. Oh, I don't need to tap it because you can't affect yourself. So it should kind of like halt them, I guess.
It's not sustained.
Imposes
Using stream or vortex?
It says stream. It says imposes gale force winds that impede all targets that power require.
Okie dokie.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah, it's not going to do anything to impede them or anything like that. It's probably just flavor text. Okie dokie. Because, if there would be some sort of resistance or something like that, check if it actually entrapped them. Or whatever. So what's the base?
Oh, well, I mean, that's exactly why I chose to use that, is because it said impedes all targets.
It's just flavor text.
Okay, well, I don't want to use that then.
Okie
So
dokie.
It just does damage then, stream.
Yes.
Why are those things following us, though?
Because they got our mana signature and things, ancestors targeting us.
I guess it's been tracking us long enough. It's gotten onto our suppressed mode, and then they can see us suppressed now.
It's moving towards your last known location. That's all it's doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess we're gonna continue until we meet with our little buddy, and then we're gonna continue south until we find this other cannon, I guess.
Oh.
Maybe another building.
Did we kill those things, or?
No, I think we should keep going. Hopefully they don't notice us.
Okie dokie.
We are shadowy, I guess. Oh yeah. We're rolling again, right?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. 20. That's a great roll.
Ah!
Yeah, well, it's not the worst roll.
My armor's gonna blow up.
No.
Not anytime soon. I think it's got a few more.
The sporadic energy signature that has not detonated has reached a 6 in power.
Oh, there's another one?
Yeah, I told you a while ago there was a second one.
So there's 7. It's 7 and 6 now.
The 7 one detonated.
Oh. Oh, I thought they were orchestras.
So
Okay.
we gotta go fast.
Well, we don't even know what it is. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's triangulating our last.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's keep. I mean, yeah, we're gonna keep going south till we find whatever.
Okie dokie.
I mean, we know it came from here. We saw it or whatever. So still haven't found anything. Hooray! Nothing.
Ah,
Wait, is this circle ball thing something?
that's the entrance. That's where you came from.
I don't understand. We saw a shot come from here and it's not here. I guess it's further south.
The southbound shot was from your original location where it targeted you. So that's going to be southeast.
So when we were at our original location, the shot would have come south of that location.
That's correct.
So from our current location, it's dead east.
I can't tell you how far south it came from. You had no visual on that.
We looked at almost all this. There's something in the corner here, I guess. Well, I don't know how far west this goes. And then there's a little bit north. I'm going to be pissed if it was north and I'm like, all I had to do was move right there and be like, okay, well, neat.
It was me.
I hate jumping around. There's no reason not to go systematically and just jump to weird locations, but yeah, whatever. Yep. Okay, where are we going?
I do not know. Jeez. So you think it's east, right?
I don't think anything. I don't know anything. I know that where we've been is not anything. We haven't found anything. But where we haven't been is where we need to go. And there's a small corner to the dead east. There's the 30% to the north of the, and this is all in reference to the original canon.
Are we still suppressed?
And then I have no idea how far west the map goes. This is far west.
You're about dead center as far as the west, east, west thing.
Yeah. So, and then the shot came east of us, but dead south of the
Original.
Of the original gun.
Right.
We don't know on what plane,
So
or what distance from the gun.
I'm
south.
thinking.
If that's a gun, that's probably, I don't know, maybe not where we need to go, and we still need to go west if this is only halfway across. Because I don't want to go all the way back there just to find a gun and be like, fuck. Cool. Now we gotta go all the way back and take more disruption damage.
But at least if we destroy that gun, we don't have to be darting around like maniacs.
Well, I'm assuming the other gun's only going to be down for like 5 turns or something, or 10 turns, and then it's going to be up again. Because it's being repaired right now.
There's a possibility that it might not be 100%.
This is like state-of-the-art Magitech stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess unless you have another alchemist trying to remove the alchemical fuckery that you did to it, then I guess it's kind of unrepairable. I don't know if Ancestor has the ability to just, whip out alchemical dimensional repair techniques. Maybe it does.
Under good circumstances, it can.
And these aren't good circumstances.
Nope.
All right, Captain. You're the captain. It's your time for strategy. Should we explore or take out the guns as we find them?
I mean, I guess we could take out the gun.
All right, let's do it. So we're gonna head east, looking for that gun,
East, okie dokie.
and I'm gonna let the familiar know that now we're looking for this shape as well. Conveyed to it the shape of the original gun thing.
Alright, go ahead and take your disruption.
Oh no.
Okay, so that's another 60.
The 80.
It is then that another shot, as the energy signature reaches its prime height of 7, fires off, coming from the southwest of the intended target location, which I'll go ahead and reveal now. Oops.
Well, I guess it should go without saying that you should be charging that spell as we're going.
Wozer bozer.
Spending mana on it.
153.
Yeah, whatever half the cost.
Parts in great volumes as the sky lights up and this stream of energy fires off to the northwest of you, coming from the west. Coming from the southwest of that target. And there's another explosion with a cascading shockwave coming at you at power 5.
All right, the shockwave. Horse manure. Well, I'm gonna use the spell that I made a long time ago for utility, and it is coming in clutch right now.
Great success.
Nature's breath. Power 5 to protect us with a back blow.
Okie dokie.
Alright. And
It is then that you notice that there is an unusual fluctuation of light in the vicinity. And yet again you feel a somewhat intermittent flux of Mon signature coming from around you. Where are you, damn it?
wait, so it's 380 if it's 400
And so I get we still need to move.
308. Okay, so sorry.
Yeah, we still need to move east because we don't know how far down the goon is. Oh, there's yellows around us.
100.
What are these yellows?
Luminal Animate will now attach themselves to Mr. Ernie and Mr. Cronos.
Wait, ew, what is it? Is it a stid?
Luminal Animates.
They're light. Maybe, what are they? What are spellcraft or is it magecraft?
They.
I'm gonna do a spellcraft check.
And I'm using my disruption thingy
I have a
module.
3. Spellcraft floor 3.
They do not give off mana signature, so you're not aware of their location.
They don't have mana signature?
Negative.
Okay, so it's not Magitech then. And it's not kinetics. I mean, adept lore, are they familiars?
What was your first lore question?
Mm, They're not magecraft, right?
Well, I'm trying to establish what are they that they don't have Well, I thought they were mana based. Because like I want to get them off me. Like what the hell are they? But you said they're not mana based. So
These
like,
are not mana based. Only thing that you can tell around you right now is that there's a strange fluctuation of bright purple and violet light around you, and it's distorting your vision.
I don't like this.
some kind of white animate stuff. I'm gonna look at it with my visor. Let's keep moving to the east though.
Okie dokie.
Can't get it off.
What visor setting are you looking at?
Let's look at ultraviolet.
There is an intense amount of ultraviolet radiation climbing into your position. You are being bombarded. It is
What?
growing at a concerning rate,
Oh, jeez.
Oh wow.
exponentially.
What about infrared?
Negative, nothing.
Okay, well these things are like barnacles, and we need to get them off us. They're not mana based.
Yeah. What did you any particular lore check you wanted to make?
Well, my next lore would be, since they're not mana based, it would be adept lore. Is it some kind of familiar?
The familiars would still have a mana signature.
Oh right.
Magitech would have a signature too, right?
Yeah.
Potentially, yes.
Well, I mean, if
Celestial
it's-
lore check.
Celestial lore, a negative. Okay,
if
you're
the
moving.
Magitech is active, it would have a mana signature, right?
Sorry?
If the Magitech is active, it would have a mana signature.
Yes. Conventionally, again, yes.
And then you could have probably any number of infinite combinations of some kind of alchemical / organic concoction.
We
These things could be organic in some way. I mean, can I just grab it and throw it off me?
It is not physical, it is light.
Oh,
Huh. Oh, okay. Light.
well, and
Light.
it's stuck to me.
It has used a fix on your location, and it is growing and exponentially in radiation. Go ahead and roll for disruption, everybody.
Okay. Cool. But can I roll threes or what? I rolled like 4 threes in a row, and then like 2 other ones, and another 3 threes in a row. It's pretty good. 60. Can I tank it? 3. Okay, I can take that one, and that was an intern. Back down, gather.
Gather.
And let's take a look at. I think that's that one, or maybe one more.
So I've put 100 mana towards it. I'm gonna do 308. I guess I'll do 50 more. 50 more.
Did I track the wrong thing? No. Oh no, I did it. That's right, because I was at like 3. Yeah, I was at 333. That's right. Yes, I'm good for one more turn, and my module's already back this turn, so that's great. Just hold on now. If somebody comes along and goes, well, here's 10 more disruption, that might be a problem. Bad rolls also be a problem. Okay, so we still don't see anything here. And these little light turds, like how do you get light turds off of you? Well, if we had some kind of mana signature or some other signal that they liked better than us, that would be great.
Would I be able to do an intelligence check to think off the fly? No.
Sure. How long do you want to ruminate on it?
Let's see.
I'd like to throw down a rivet right now. Wink.
Okay.
How long, Cronos? We don't have very long, do we?
I'm not stopping at all. I'm not stopping for even a second. Because if we stop, we'll get blown up.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just keep.
There is no more sporadic energy signature, by the way. It's just those two. And they detonated.
Yeah.
So we're just getting bombarded by these lights now, and
by ultraviolet radiation. So we're gonna start taking like probably damage too.
The gun's not turning on again.
We have no idea. We haven't seen it or anything. It's not on the map. So, and we haven't got all the way to the east yet either. So we're still moving to the east.
When the gun turns on, we feel mana signatures start. Sporadic mana signatures start.
And okay, so heading east.
Yeah, east.
Okie dokie. Both Luminate Animates use Acute Overflow on the two of you. You each take base 65, power 6.
Wait, what are these?
There's an intense surge of powerful ionizing radiation that surges on your location as the light becomes hostile and tries to burn you.
What the fuck?
Okay, so this is radiation. Okay, so this is either alchemical or elder magic in origin. It has to be. But it doesn't have any mana. I'm confused.
It could be seals going off, like mines, since we're in a location that got closer.
Whatever's in the seal, this thing inside would have to be mana based. If it was based on a spell, you could just unless you made it organic, and if it was organic, it's not going to have magical abilities. Like it just used some kind of light radiation on us to damage us. Now, how does it generate that power being not a magical creature is what I'm astounded by. It's not one of the 5 enemies that exist in Generation, so I don't know what it is. I don't know how it's able to damage us.
It's not that different. Like an elemental, for instance, doesn't have any mana.
Right, but it's an elemental.
That's correct.
Oh, jeez.
Like if this was an elemental, one of the two of us would know it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, I did try for an arcane
max
celestial lore check, and it didn't do anything.
That is correct.
Yeah. So they're not elementals.
I was about to say I could probably subdue it, but no.
So yeah, I ruled out all the enemies in Gen. I'm still literally scratching my head trying to figure out what these are.
Well, you must be mistaken then.
I guess
they're not droids. They're not Magitech. Regular tech.
We can gather twice, right?
Yes, the same turn basically, yeah, so.
Alright, I'm gonna use my other gather because I might need to...
Damn it.
So what was the damage with that?
That was base 65, power 6.
And it's radiation damage.
That's correct. God
It's
damn
not mana, so we can't absorb it.
Kill this.
It's physical damage.
That's correct.
Well, I'm just gonna spiritualize then.
Wheel.
Aw. So, I don't know what I can do. I've never had this kind of attack on me before.
We're being irradiated. What would we be doing if we would block ourselves from being irradiated? Although I don't know how to do that with a creature that's all up in our grills, all up in our bare grills.
Just parry.
It's not magical, because there's no defense. So I don't know what
Can't
do you
you
do with it.
shove it off a mountain?
No, you can't touch it. It's intangible.
Just parry.
You can't scrape it. It's light, so you can't. Light isn't affected by wind or anything else physical. So it's well, what do you can't do anything. You can't hide in a hole. It'll just light up the hole.
Reduce damage by 30.
You could defend, yeah, that would work.
And the only way I know how to physically or scientifically protect against radiation is to block it with thick, dense materials.
Shit.
Huh. How dense? How thick?
Density is in chemistry dense, like lead, which would be the maximum density you can use before you get into materials that are radioactive, but denser, which wouldn't be very helpful if you were using radioactive materials to protect yourself from radiation.
I wish this metal golem was out instead. No, because he has to. Never mind. Huh. I really
Okay,
don't know what to do.
what's the new heading?
North. There's got to be a second gun here somewhere. Although we're screwed, because even if we find it, we can't do anything because we got these barnacles on us.
What is a base 65 times? Is that time?
There's no positive scaling.
No
It's
positive.
power 6.
Power 6.
Okay, everybody roll disruption. They will use acute overflow again. That's another base 65. Radiation.
Base 65.
Okay, I used my armor module, disruption purge. Look at where's that?
Oh my god.
Right there.
Really?
Yeah, their physical radiation damage continues to do nothing to me.
That is correct.
So
Are you hurt or what? Or
I think so. I'm just sorry. 178. Fuck.
Boop, 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 boop.
So I'm so sorry, Josh. When it's power 6, does it go up past
What's the question?
the damage? Does it increase?
There's no positive scaling for spells in this game, man.
Okay.
There's always going to be 0 positive unless it's basically a melee attack or an energy technique. Wink wonk.
Yeah, because I already tried to grab it off me and I couldn't, so I can't blow it off me. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing is you have to lure it off of us. And now I'm like, where the hell is this gun? Because the other gun's right here in front of us.
Yeah, my life force is at 137, I believe. I think I got that
We're
right.
right next to it. I'm so confused.
Because I reduced damage by 30. Alright, so I guess should I spend some time can I spend some time thinking about it and move at the same time, or would I have to stay
Yeah,
stationary?
that's fine. Sure. What is your spellcraft lore?
My spellcraft is 3.
He also has cognitive virtuosity level 3.
Virtuosity.
Yeah.
So this could be an effect of sorcery. The light has been possessed and is using shenanigans.
I didn't know that you could possess, or I didn't know that you could animate things over like an infinite distance. Like I thought you had to be in the general area that because we went over that in Scholar's Mate, where you couldn't be like really far away.
So ordinarily, yes, like orchestras would probably find it really hard to animate light to make it do something with precision over vast distances.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
an artificial consciousness maybe has better luck with that.
Damn.
Yeah, you have this huge system of complicated rivets that you can just plug in and plug out at will, and yeah. I don't know what to do with it though. What I don't. Apparently, light is the most powerful weapon in the game.
No. Just parry.
Well, I guess it is physical damage. So as long as you can withstand physical damage, then you're fine. But how do you get rid of it? You can't get rid of radiation except for waiting until it uses up all its radiation.
You gotta use harsh language.
You got to use time to whip out all the energy it has until it turns back into hydrogen.
So what's the move?
We're heading north, still looking for the second gun.
North again? Alright, go ahead and do disruption, whatchamadoodles. You see now the gun is still in disrepair.
What? Did we miss the gun by a sliver? The gun was directly south of the first gun, and we went the whole distance, and it's not there.
You did not go far south enough.
I'm good. I'm seriously not gonna traverse this whole map on this is like 40 square inches. We move 1 square at a time, take disruption damage.
Huh. Want to teleport us out of here so we can recover?
You want to leave the restricted distracts? Okay.
I'm asking Volta just in case he wants to. Unless you could think of something else, I don't know.
Not really. I'm just pretty annoyed. This is 40 turns of disruption, and if you miss one little corner, you just doubled the amount of turns you have to look. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so what do y'all want to do then?
I'm good. I'm done. I'm finished. I will not return to the restricted districts, even if it means failing the campaign.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally stupid.
So
I'm like, we miss one little sliver, and then we got to go back 1, 2, 3, 4 turns to go back and find something that was right there. Like, our field of view is so small that if we miss one tiny little corner, who knows? We move all across the map and then come back. We're like, where is it? Where is it? Well, we don't know because it was right over here and we missed it. I'm not doing that.
so I'll just want to point out a few things. Nobody's making you look for the source of these blasts, first of all.
Well, we're looking for the lab.
Yeah. But in the context of missing something, you have no idea what's to be missed where.
Right. And so, like I said, moving through this entire map at 1 inch per, and this looks to be about 8 by 8 inches or so.
Yeah.
That's actually 64 inches, so I'm actually off. It would take 64 turns if you searched every section.
Yeah.
Roughly. But what I'm saying is that if you move around generally, but you happen to miss a little corner where that lab happened to be, or that gun or whatever we're looking for happened to be, and you don't go right back to that place where you happen to be, or you have to traverse all the way back to that point just because you missed this one little spot, that's not fun or entertaining to me. To have to go all the way back through all this bullshit to find the one little thing in the corner that we missed.
So the other thing, I guess, is the turns-to-turn disruption is not really that strong of an obstacle. It's sort of anticipated that the elite guard crew can handle upwards of 100 turns of disruption as without much of a mitigation problem here. So the turn-to-turn basis, I really don't see any problem with. I think that's just fine. As far as making sure you find all the objectives on the map, you're kind of assuming there's not going to be any clues on the map that are going to point you towards the destination ultimately.
Well, I mean, based on what we've searched, probably 40 to 50% of the map based on what I've seen.
Yeah.
And we found one thing. And I know for a fact that at least one thing is back another 5 turns from where we're at right now because we missed it by 1 block.
That's correct.
I'm not doing that. That's fucking stupid.
Well, I can't make you take the right turn. You guys decided you wanted to go north instead of going south. You guys went in a big circle. Like, I can't help that.
I understand that, but I also, as a player, don't know the parameters of the restricted area here. So I don't know where the exact border is.
No,
I
just keeping you up to date on
the entrance.
You're about 70% away from the top right now, and you've got about 30% left if you keep heading east.
Yeah, see the entrance block here? See, I assume that the bottom block of that was the bottom of the map, which is where we went to.
Oh, no.
So I didn't know it went below that because it doesn't make sense to have more map behind the entrance we came into. So again, like I said, as a player, I don't know the parameters of the restricted area to be able to determine, yeah, we're probably about this far in.
So 2 things. Remember, space is distorted in the restricted district. So it's literally bigger on the inside than it looks like on the outside. And the second thing is, I've told you, you are X amount of percent from the top at this position, et cetera, et cetera.
Right, and
there's no way to put a grid on this.
I definitely recall you saying that, and I'm aware you said that. But if that's the case, then every single time I move, if I see any little piece of black, you have to know that at this point, I'm going to ask you, is there anything over there? What percent is over there?
So it's a matter of GM discretion.
And if it's 0.2%, I'm going to be like, well, fuck, here's another turn because I got to know it's over there.
So as a matter of GM discretion, there's not going to be an object that you can find that's small enough to fit in the nooks and cranny of whatever unrevealed areas.
We just had one right here. It was less than one whole revealable block away, and we missed the second gun.
Yeah, because you decided to go north, even though I told you it was directly south from the black dot.
Yeah, you said it was directly south of the main of where we had our altercation from.
Yeah, that's where that black dot is.
Along that line. And again, I reiterated because we don't know that apparently the miasma and whatever goes behind the entrance we came in from, because that's not something I would assume, that it's below that part. Like I would not think that you could go beyond that because here's the entrance. Like how do you go through the miasma and then into the entrance into the restricted area? You see what I mean? Where the entrance is positioned, it should be all the way at the bottom of the screen.
Because space is distorted, and you can go in the subterranean levels of Magi, and et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. Now that I know that,
we could just put the entrance at the bottom of the map. I just didn't think it would matter.
well, I mean, that's a pretty big deal when we got a two-dimensional map and that's not the bottom of the map.
I mean, no, I think it's perfectly fine if I mentioned that you're X percentage away from the borders.
If we ask.
Yeah, no, I would have told you. Just like the other thing.
Yeah, so it was my mistake to assume that the entrance was the bottom of the map. I should have said, oh, well, I don't know why I would ask, but is this not the bottom of the map? And
Also,
you would have said
I'm
yes.
pretty sure I revealed more area at the beginning of this part of the game when you did the wind scope. You remember when I did a reveal area around the entrance and it was bigger, implying that there was something below?
No, I don't remember seeing anything below.
Yeah, when we did an initial scope of the wind thing, because remember you can do the scope with the wind as long as you remain stationary, which increases your radius of what you see. And there was more revealed at the bottom, but what you reveal disappears when you leave the area. So it goes back into the hidden area.
And it's erased from our memories.
Right.
I mean, we don't even know it ever happened.
Yeah, there's no way to conserve it on the Roll20.
Well, no, but from a character standpoint, the character doesn't know that either. Once they leave that area, they have no knowledge that they even explored that area.
Yeah, I can't keep it open because enemies can migrate there, and you might encounter them.
No, but structurally, you should know that those are the limitations. Like, so what if something moves in there? That's different than here's the edge of the map.
Yeah, the map. Yeah, again, it's not something the characters should be privy to.
Well, when they reach the edge of the map, they should be, right? Because that's now a known fact.
Mm-hmm. When they reach the end, yeah.
Okay. Either way, as it sits, I won't play the restricted areas. It's so frustrating to me. I'm really angry. Like, I'm sorry. I hear what you're saying, but from a player standpoint, this is incredibly frustrating and it's redundant and it doesn't feel fun. It feels grindy. And again, unless you know the right question to ask at the right time,
That is not true at all. This is just an excuse. From a designer point of view, I'm trying to accommodate everybody's requests for a map. This is what map interaction looks like.
well, I don't think I'm making an excuse. I think I'm giving you my personal reason why I dislike it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, again, I'm trying to take that into view here, but I can't see anything wrong with what I'm doing, given your
Well,
reason.
my point is, when we came across the bottom, I should have instantly known because my wind familiar searched this area that the bottom of the map was further down.
Yeah.
So again, why
Again,
didn't I get that?
that
Why
was
didn't I have
revealed
that information?
because that was revealed in the first session we had when you originally expanded the territory around the central point. It was revealed then and there that there was more to the thing. I don't know exactly what you guys are looking at, but I would have figured that you'd be able to tell from Roll20 here that there's more hidden on the screen than just the what's on top of the origin point.
Yeah, yeah. But when we're looking at, say, this main gun here, where you say there's 70% more to the north,
Yeah.
do you know what I see on my screen?
No.
This tower or cannon thing is only 50% of the black screen. So when you tell me, okay, there's 70% more, okay, there's only about this much more, okay, and then the rest of this black doesn't mean anything. And then you tell me, okay, you're about half of the way across to the west. I'm like, okay, so that's about right here. Okay, so this little section on the edge of the far left is nothing. So why would it not be common sense to think, well, this bottom strip on the left is also nothing? If I didn't remember 2 weeks ago that I explored this spot down here.
I can't tell what streak you're talking about because I have no idea what you guys are looking at.
Well, yeah, I have a very large black screen, and based on you're 30% more to the north and 50% more to the west, that only takes up about 2/3 of my entire black screen on the bottom right. So there's a whole area on the top and on the left that's black that will have no map according to your description of what's left of the map.
Yeah.
So based on that, why would I not assume also that there's something extra on the bottom that's just black, that's nothing, not part of the map? Because again, I thought it was confusing. I thought the bottom of the entrance was the bottom of the map, and that was my mistake to assume that. I should have asked, hey, is the bottom of this tile the bottom of the map? And I didn't, and if I had, then I would have known the answer. So that's my fault.
No, we just said we covered that at the beginning, so I didn't take the opportunity to clarify it again.
Yeah, again, and it's also my fault that I didn't remember on the scouting thing that I could see where I could see, and that was somewhere else to go.
Can we go back to the original thing? So what do you see? So you're saying there's not on your screen where the origin point is, there's nothing below that you can see? There's no empty space or anything on the screen?
I'll mark where the last part is.
There's the tile of the entrance.
Yeah.
And there's maybe 3/4 of an inch of black underneath that.
Here, why don't I reveal the whole thing real quick? Or do you guys know how to make marks on the map?
I tried putting 2 green dots to see if that, I don't know if that worked.
Reveal areas. I don't see green dots anywhere. Oh, here's one that's really, really small.
Yeah. I just I kind of guessed to where that was the furthest.
So where that green dot is, you could see that distinctly, and you
No,
knew that was part of it, or what was
no.
the green dot for?
The green dot was where it was still black at that area, but the green dot was just as like a guesstimate or where I thought the map ended.
So how were you using that as an estimate?
Uh, I zoomed I zoomed out to 101 and kind of I moved the section of the map down. And then you said it wasn't that much below, so I kind of guessed about halfway down.
Holy shit!
Halfway down from the portal was.
I was missing 50% of the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
Because I only had a small section, half a tile underneath the entrance tile that said maybe there's something on that little edge. So that's where I'm like, no, there's just one little sliver there. Why would I check there?
And on the right-hand side in the scroll bar, there's no way for you to scroll down.
For me, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, when I zoom in or zoom out, but usually I leave it how you import it or whatever, so it's. But when it's all black, you can't see the whole tile, so you have no idea how big.
I clicked it about 3 different times, so I went further down, so only one green dot.
You clicked what about 3 times?
The 3 green dots to see how far when they would appear, and only one of the green dots appeared. So.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that was definitely the problem. You can go ahead and hide this stuff again. But yeah, I was missing the entire 50% of the bottom of the map, or knowledge that there was 50%, because that's the bottom of the Roll20 screen. So, yeah, I would not have considered going down any more than a half a tile, and even then, it would have been the last resort.
I wonder if we can make the black part gray. No, then it wouldn't.
Yeah, so I was under the impression from exploring it that you would have at least seen the borders of what was being hidden. Because otherwise, yeah, it's just all black.
Yeah, my borders blend in.
There would have been a large rectangle. That would.
But when that scouting was done, that's even when you showed that scout, the scout just a minute ago, where you showed the bottom, it still ended, half a tile below the entrance point. So again, to me, at best, that half a tile below the entrance point was the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
So
I was under the impression that basically the entire map would be a black triangle, but you'd be able to see basically what I'm seeing here, that there's a white border outside, that there's no sense in keeping black from the audience because that's literally outside of the game board. I don't know why they would bother to make that darkened.
I don't see a white border.
Yeah, we don't see white borders.
Yeah, it's all black. There's the map, and it's just all black. There's no way to.
So I'll reveal everything real quick, if I can do that.
Don't look. I tried not to look. I saw a bunch of guns that I don't want to find again, but.
No.
God damn it, half the fucking map was missing. That's why I was so angry, Josho.
So, I'm not sure what you guys would look. So you still can't see any white border?
No white border.
Yeah, I'm all the way zoomed in, so the map is as small as it can be.
Let me share my screen on.
I'm gonna press reset fog to see what that does.
Yeah, I was at 10%. Oh shit! What
So,
happened?
what about now?
Everything's gone. It's all black.
Is it all black again?
Yeah.
Okay. What about now?
Same.
Okay. All right. So, let's go. You're live.
Yeah. I could just share it via here too.
Here's. I'm gonna go live. So when I say white map, the white outward. This is. Do y'all see what I'm looking at here?
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah. So I have the border. I have the map, which is the rectangle, right? I was assuming you guys would just see that as black, and you would see the white outline, like I'm seeing. So you guys don't see that at all.
No.
No,
That's the problem.
Yes, this is.
we only see a slight little like rim around roll 20 at the very bottom, but that doesn't show the edge of the map. That just rolls underneath or behind, whatever.
All right. Close this.
Oh, yeah. How do I get out of the Porkins live thing?
It
Just
says
press
closed
watch,
stream.
Stop watching. So let's go zoom back here. Reveal. Alright. Okie dokie. So, in order to counteract this, I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to reveal just the very outside of it. So you should be able to see that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll make a pseudo border by revealing the very outskirts of the map to create a border, since it will make one for me. Reveal. So you can see that?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I got right side and a bottom side.
See that, hopefully?
Yep. Left side. West side. No north side. Yeah, there's some kind of corners missing, but that's whatever. Now you at least see a line.
Yeah. So I don't know why it doesn't just give you a regular border, like a regular map thing, but we're just going to use pseudo borders.
Did you say super border?
Pseudo border.
Oh.
Okie dokie. So yeah, we can take a break if y'all want to pick it up at a later date. And yeah, I'll rearrange the map a little bit to make it less RNG in case somebody remembers what was revealed.
Yeah, I hate that I saw what I saw.
Okay, yeah, my bad, guys. I really thought they would have given you a border around what was covered instead of just making your whole screen black. That doesn't seem to serve any purpose to me.
Okay.
It's alright.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got it figured out. Yeah, I'm sorry I got upset, but I was getting super frustrated, and I'm like, fuck.
No
Because
problem.
yeah, I'm sitting there going, I missed it by half a tile, bro, and you're like, what are you talking about?
Oh,
There's
we
a whole half a map left. No, there isn't. Oh yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, no harm done. We'll see Monday, right?
Monday? Yep.
Monday.
Okie dokie.
Monday, Monday.
Mike wants me to be over to help him unpack or whatever on Monday. So hopefully I'll be in Abilene by then. I'll keep you posted.
Oh, do we want to change the time or anything?
I don't think we need to do that for now. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Alright.
Okie dokie. Catch you
All right,
later.
then.
See you
Later.
later.
See ya.
Alright. Thank you guys for watching. That was definitely a frustrating stream, but it was definitely, I think I'm going to develop a better strategy for next time. Gotta get rid of those little bastards clinging on to me. Alright. I'll be back here shortly. I'm going to take a little stretch break, and I'll be back from Baldur's Gate.